got one of those rolls of rubber again from Sudbury, where I delivered that ugly mine loader. I went empty to basically towards Toronto, 300 kilometers or 3 hours of driving, just near Gravenhurst. Got loaded this thing. It's about just under 40,000 pounds, and it's 450 miles. No, actually, from here it's almost 500 miles into Pennsylvania. Just going to another mine. Yeah, I see my weight on the fifth wheel is pretty low. Less than somewhere around 30,000 pounds. And this is Highway 11. So I set up Flying J in Fort Erie as my destination for now. That's at the border with the US. So that's 3 hours away. So I need to stop for fuel because I'm at a quarter of a tank. And over here there's no truck stops. Well, there's one, but already close to Toronto. I think, you know, I'm gonna stop at the rest area. They have a Shell in there, and usually the price is pretty good. Howdy, boys and girls. This is my first stop, Innisfil, Ontario, just south of Barrie. It's a rest area I like because there's lots of parking for big trucks, and it started raining all of a sudden. So I stopped here, got some fuel because I was running low. Not enough to get me to the pilot at in Fort Erie, and my dispatch called and said they don't have a load. I bought this cute bracelet. It's basically Tim Hortons sell these for $2, like a charity. It's called Send a Kid to a Summer Camp. So one bracelet sends one kid to a summer camp. So one kid away from the trouble on the streets. So that's my contribution to the cause. So yeah, they said they don't have a load, so yet, and since it's still too far where I'm going, it's just not too far from Pittsburgh, but it's quite a long drive. I cannot make it today, so I was planning on delivering tomorrow morning, and my dispatch says they cannot promise a reload so far. They didn't find anything to show, so they said, we're just letting you know, so it's up to you. If you want, you can go home and then deliver Monday, you know. And I figured I go home, I go to, first of all, to Cambridge. Is probably another, I don't know, 30-40 miles out of the way. And then Monday, if I deliver Monday, Mondays are usually dead anyway, so I'd have to wait till Tuesday. So, and meanwhile, there's still a chance that I can get a load Friday. You never know, you know. And now I'm on the second installment. I love this book, I'm telling you, of Michael Connolly, Harry Bosch collection. So that was the first one, The Concrete Blonde, and now I'm on this The Last Coyote. And I definitely read this one, Trunk Music. Like, I read most of these, but you know, it's different when it's audio. And like I said, just one disc holds one book. So all I gotta do is, you see now it says pause. So it's in there, it's paused. As soon as I push this button, it starts playing. But such a great, you know, author. And of course, I read him before, but these are a bit pricey. Like normally, I try to find something for I don't know, $6, $8. But this one was almost $23 US, but I think 3 books for 23 bucks. That's a good deal. You know, helps to kill time. Alright, so I got fuel, I got directions. What is this? Where are you going? Oh, when I was recording, I put my phone in here, and I probably pushed, you see, that's what happens here. I pushed this button here. I pushed that spot, so now it thinks that I need to go there. So the way to get rid of that is click this, and it says remove next stop. Yes.
Head south on Ontario, 400 south.
You see, and now it found like my original route, and of course it's sending me on 407, which is not good because I don't have the I keep forgetting, where do you tolls, like there used to be like a spot in here, settings, like, no, there was a different one. Basically I'll have to mute it and take, of course, 401 because I cannot take 407. I plan to do that later on, but I need to get, so like you see this one, I got transponder for Easy Pass, which works pretty much anywhere in the States and even at the Peace Bridge in Canada on the way back to Canada. But for this one I need to have a transponder, like its own transponder, so I'm just gonna kill the volume. Alright, let me show you guys how we pick up speed with this huge coil. And then Captain Sergei will return back to the Harry Bosch, trying to solve the 36-year-old murder of his mother. That's what that book is about, The Last Coyote. He's on, they put him on suspension because he attacked his commanding officer and threw him through a glass, basically, because he was a bad guy. And they put him on suspension, and he's every second day he has to go to a shrink, you know, and that shrink has the say in whether he'll come back to work or not. And I know in later books he becomes a private investigator. But for now he's still a cop on suspension, and so he starts unsanctioned investigation into his mother's death, and her murder was never solved. Yeah, it picks up speed pretty good, so now I'm about legal pretty much weight for Canada, at least. This coil is 39,500 pounds, and my empty weight is 45,800. So you do the math. And already there's a bunch of traffic. Yeah, this is Mississauga. I am going on 403 west towards QEW. Well, I made it to Pennsylvania. truck stop looks pretty full. Will deliver tomorrow, and they're saying there might be a reload within 1 hour of that mine where I'm going to, but the mine is open 24/7, so I'm gonna call them and ask for directions, because I'm still not sure where exactly I'm going. Oh, check this out. We got a Kenworth T800 with a white hood. You don't see that every day. That white one. One is regular hood, one is white hood. It does look interesting. I don't know. Anyway, I think I'll go in here because there's a spot in there where I can move my wheels. All right, this is it. We'll continue tomorrow.